Now it's time to take a break, and Nigeria in Group D of the FIFA World Cup 2018 are the birds safe in the nest. We get to know after the break, and we've got a big fish in the house. Who that is, you get to know just shortly after this break. Sports Unlimited is it on NCA News 24. Thanks a lot for being here. If you're joining us for the first time, this is how we do it. Live on Mondays, and on Tuesday it's a repeat broadcast of the show. Now it's time to talk about round 11 game, and I've got in the house the very Secretary General of the Nigeria Football Federation, Dr. Sanusi Mohammed. Thanks for joining us on the program.
Thank you, Musba. Thank you, Musba.
Dr. Sanusi has been working for the development of football for ages, for years, and his beards have grown from black to white now.
That's great.
It's great, really.
Yeah, man.
Okay, let me start by asking you how challenging is it to be part of the leadership of NFF?
Well, it is challenging and interesting. Challenging because, you know, Nigerians, we are over 180 million, and every person in Nigeria knows football, is a coach, is a player. Interesting because this is an area where one has specialized and where one has spent the whole of his youth and life venturing in. So it is interesting that one is actually doing what he knows how to do.
Great. And now Nigeria Super Eagles will confront two-time world champions Argentina for the 5th time at the 2018 FIFA World Cup in Russia.
Nigeria,
the Super Eagles were undefeated in their qualification.
Yes, Nigeria will go into Group D.
The final World Cup draw on Friday at the state's Kremlin Palace in Moscow, Russia, pitched Nigeria in Group D together with Argentina, Croatia, and newcomers Iceland. The Eagles will open their World Cup accounts against Croatia in Kaliningrad on June 16. They will then confront Iceland before facing bitter rivals Argentina in St. Petersburg on June 26. Argentina will engage Iceland in the group's opening match day 1 clash. Now, Dr. Sanusi, how fair is this group for Nigeria?
Well, I must say that we give glory to God. Nigeria has been praying to have a group that would favor Nigeria. I must accept the fact that in that group there is no minus, because in football now there is no team that you can call a minus. Football is mathematical and more difficult than mathematics, because in mathematics when you put 1 + 1 you can always get 2. In football you put 1 + 1 and get negative reciprocal. But I can tell you that Nigeria is ever ready. We have respect for all the teams, but we are not afraid of any team. I can tell you by the grace of God, with the praise of everybody. Of course, we have the support of the government, the Minister of Sports, and all Nigerians are solidly behind us, and the players are ready to go. I think by the grace of God, we'll do Nigeria proud.
Okay, that's good to hear, and that's what we expect, actually. So now the ball is in our court, in Nigeria's court for that matter. So how do NFF and Super Eagles of Nigeria begin preparation for this Mundial?
The preparation has started in earnest. The president of Nigeria Football Federation, Mr. Amaju Pinnick, immediately we finished our match against Zambia, said we have started preparations. And he lived to his words, because immediately after our match against Algeria, we went and played Brazil in Krasnodar, Russia, and the result was very interesting. As I'm talking to you, we have confirmed friendly match against England. We are also making effort to play 2 more friendly matches, with at least 1 big one in Nigeria that we can use to say a bye-bye thank you to Nigerians for their support. In the area of what has been creating problem in preparations between the players and, of course, the management of Nigeria Football Federation, the area of bonuses, allowances, and money that comes from FIFA, that area has been dealt with and cemented. we were able to sit down with them for the first time, with the leadership of the players, the coaches, and the management of the Nigeria Football Federation, together with the board, to agree on what they are going to earn and what they are going to get from what is coming from FIFA. That has been sealed and signed. So we do not expect to get any distraction. And I can also confirm to you that the players are one. There is no group, there is no gangarism, and there is no ill feelings between the players. They are one, and that is one of the things that you require. The presence of extraneous variables in sports always are inimical to the progress of sports. And those extraneous variables are what I have mentioned, and we have dealt with them.
Okay, this sounds good, and the pact, of course, looks commendable. And how do you want to domesticate this? How do you want to make it part of the NFF arrangement so that you do not need to sign one pact after the other? Can you make it a policy as part of preparation for a tournament like this?
Yes, we intend to, of course, come up with a blueprint that will be a policy guideline for Nigeria football. We are working on that. The Strategic Study Committee has been mandated to liaise with the Secretariat and, of course, all of the relevant bodies, including players themselves, to come up with a policy. And, of course, we are also going to carry government along, because whatever you do, you must get the blessing of the government. We try as much as possible to make sure that we get the blessing of our minister, who is very interested in making sure that we do well at the World Cup. He was part and parcel of us throughout the qualification round, and he has always been supportive. So I know, by the grace of God, we are not going to have any problem.
Okay. You just dropped hints about a friendly against England. When would that be? A date fixed already?
Yes, date has been fixed. It's going to be in June, and we hope that immediately after that we would jet out to, go and
proceed to
Russia.
And now, as the chief scribe of the Football Federation, you know your players very well. With this crop of players that we have in the Super Eagles of Nigeria now, would you say you're so confident in them?
I believe Mr. Bahu, I guess, is as good as mine. We have players that are very talented. We have players that are hungry for success, and we have players that are committed to the cause of their fatherland. These are some of the attributes that will make players to do well. As I said, an extraneous variable that will be hindrance to that is the issue of what will I get. Am I sure that when I finish I will get my money? And of course, the other things which we have already dealt with. So I do not expect any problem. The players are good, they are talented, they have the skill, and they are committed to the cause of their fatherland.